Hey, it's your boy here, I Rank Anime, and today we'll be doing our first video yet. And it's all about ranking my top 5 romance anime of all time. Romance anime is probably the most subjective genre in all of anime. Some people want pure comedy, some want emotional damage, and some just want to watch two people stop being idiots and confess already. After watching dozens of romance anime, I finally narrowed down my personal top 5 romance anime of all time. This isn't based on mild scores or popularity, it's simply the 5 series that gave me the best experience. From unforgettable characters and legendary confessions, to heartbreaking moments and perfect endings, these anime left a lasting impression on me. So if your favorite isn't on the list, don't worry. It's just my opinion. With that said, let's count down my top 5 romance anime of all time. Starting off my list at number 5, Nasekoi. At first glance, it looks like your typical high school harem anime. But what makes it special is its cast. Almost every girl has amazing chemistry with Raku, and every interaction feels different and entertaining. But the real star of the show for me? Shitagi Karasagi herself. Her relationship with Raku starts off as a complete chaos. They argue, fight, and can barely stand each other. Yet, that's exactly what makes the romance so satisfying. Watching enemies slowly become people who genuinely care for each other is one of my favorite tropes. I also have to mention though, Onodera. I like her a lot, but she had so many opportunities that she just fumbled. Every time it felt like she was finally going to confess, but something just got in the way. In the end, I actually love that Raku chose Chitoge. The relationship experienced the most growth, and it felt like the perfect conclusion. For me, Nasekoi is an S tier high school romance and deserves the number 5 spot. At number 4, I have Fruits Basket, an honestly underrated one. I typically ask people if they have seen this anime, but they just say no. But it's one of my favorites. I expected a wholesome romance, but instead I get one of the best emotional dramas in anime. It honestly feels like a K-drama mixed with anime, full of family conflict, trauma, healing, and incredible romance. The Zodiac lore is fascinating because it isn't just a gimmick. It shapes every character's life and gives the story a unique identity rooted in Japanese culture. What really elevates the series is the cast. Almost every character has their own emotional journey, and none of them feel like side characters. From Yuki and Toro to Haro and Rin, everyone has a story worth caring about. I specifically love the Haro and Rin romance. It's just so good, bro. Like a Prince Charming and a distressed girl type of trope. Then there's this the reveal thing involving Kyo and Toro's mother, which was so emotional, bro. The twist was completely changed how I viewed his character and become one of the most emotional moments in the entire series. Even the villain becomes someone you can understand by the end. That's incredible writing. Fruits Basket isn't just romance anime, it's one of the best character driven stories that I've ever watched, especially the dynamic between Kyo and Yuki. It's just so good. Coming in at number 3 is our typical favorite movie. Some may say overrated, but not me. Is Your Name. This was the anime movie that truly captured my heart, bro. The visuals are breathtaking, but what I remember most is the soundtrack. Na na na. Every emotional moment is elevated by music, making scenes unforgettable. I'm also a huge fan of time-related stories like Summertime Rendering and Steins Gate. So the way your name plays with time immediately hooked me. Every new revelation made me rethink everything that happened before. Then came the climax. Very few anime have actually given me goosebumps, but this movie did exactly that. The combination of the visuals, music, and storytelling creates one of the most memorable moments I've ever experienced. And the ending ties everything together perfectly, having an emotional impact long after the credits roll. For me, Your Name isn't just a romance movie. It's one of the greatest anime films. ever made. No, that isn't just a hot take, but that's the real take, bro. Two, our very own favorite. I'd say most people's top one, but it's my top two because I really like the top one. It's my personal favorite. But now let's go to top two, right? So it is Kaguya-sama Love is War. Some people may hate me for not putting it at top one, but it's my top two. So let's go. This anime proves that romance don't have to be serious to be amazing. The comedy is absolutely insane. It's the best romance comedy rom-com perhaps anime ever made. So, with two geniuses treating love like a psychological battlefield instead of simply confessing, every conversation somehow turns into a mind game, and the narrator makes everything even funnier. What I love most is the cast, not just Kaguya and Miyuki, but everyone. Shika brings chaos, Miko changes the group's dynamic, and Ishigami, bro, one of the greatest of all time supporting characters in romance anime. Every time he appears, he steals the spotlight. The romance itself is equally incredible. Instead of rushing things, the story patiently builds toward a payoff that feels completely earned. I'd even argue Kaguya-sama's one of the best confessions in anime history, if not one of the best already. It's a perfect balance of comedy and romance, which is why it takes number two spot. It's honestly the best recommendation for romance anime you can give to your friends. Because it's very funny, light, and just simply entertaining and makes you blush. Before we get to my number one pick, if you haven't already, and if you've been enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing. It only takes a second, please, but it really helps the channel grow, and let's make more anime rankings, review, and discussions like this. And finally, my number one romance anime of all time, drumroll please, is the quintessential quintuplets. So why? Because every fucking character is the GOAT, bro. I love all quints equally. So what makes this series special is its atmosphere. It's funny, emotional, wholesome, and nostalgic all at once. Watching it feels like spending time with a real group of friends. Despite being identical sisters, every one of them has a completely unique personality and believable chemistry with Futaro. That's incredibly difficult to achieve in harem series, because typically it's just typical tsundere, typical yandere and stuff, like generic characters. But this one, it's not generic. They have unique personalities each and a very good story arc. So, I also think Futaro is an underrated protagonist. Um, he's a generic one, but that's what makes it special. A generic one in a very unique anime. He's hardworking, awkward, and focused on his goals, making his relationships feel natural rather than forced. I honestly love all five sisters. Itsuki is one of my favorites and deserve way more appreciation, bro. Ichika is so overhated. And but I also believe that Yotsuba was the right choice in the end. He's the one that could make Futaro's heart cave in. He's the one who can make Futaro vulnerable, and she was always there when Futaro needed her the most. So it's a hot take, but she was the right choice. Looking at the entire story, her ending felt meaningful and earned, especially when she confessed to Futaro that she hated her at first. No, I mean not at first, but like she hated him, but she loved him. The truth was that she loved him, and that was the best moment in all of romance anime for me. And let's not forget to mention Mika's character development and Nino's confession. Nino's confession was one of my favorites, only second to the Kaguya-sama Love is War, but she was my favorite when like I was watching it at pandemic, but now rewatching it, I think my favorite is Itsuki, followed by Yotsuba. And looking at the entire story, you know, very few romance anime makes me care about every character equally. But TQQ did exactly that. And that's why it's my favorite romance anime of all time. That's it for my top 5 romance anime of all time. I know this list is going to be controversial. Some of you are probably wondering where Horimiya, Clannad, or Gairo, or Bunny Girl Senpai are, or not to mention, one of my top 6, I guess, top 9, the Boarding School Juliet. But that's completely fair to you guys. At the end of the day, this is just my personal ranking based on which anime gave me the best experience. So now, I want to hear yours. What's your number one romance anime of all time? And if you disagree with my list, let me know why in the comments. I'm always looking for new series to watch, so yeah. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe please so I can make more videos like this. Because I'll be making more anime ranking reviews and hot takes in the future. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.